So how is AI already affecting the lives and rights of an ordinary Africans right now?
Well, I think the stuff you put on, it's not always clear in terms of if you're putting in personal information, who does it really belong to? And this goes back to issues of servers, right? If you don't have servers in your own country, it's not really yours anymore. So that's at an intellectual level, it's not really yours anymore. Then there's also the question of the answers that come up and and the formation from it. You can ask sometimes very silly question. You'll find that look, it kind of takes a very negative, if not I think a false view of what an African answer would be. And a lot of it is really, it tends to use, I would say, a lot of Western thinkers. So it says that the answer, which is, if you're asking a question about Africa, it's not necessarily Africa that is coming out. It's perceptions of Africa from other person. And that should harm us. I mean, that's always been the big issue, that why are we ignored? We do have minds in Africa, a bit wondrous, but we do have minds. And I think it does sort of affect that. And also, look, the economy. And I'm a firm believer that, look, if you don't own it and you're simply a subscriber to it, you're going to be harmed. And one only has to look at places like the DRC. A lot of the technology that underpins it at a infrastructure level comes from the continent, but how much does the continent own of that? So that's like, I think, the ultimate human rights to it.
Okay, so if AI causes harm, who takes responsibility? Is it the developer, is it the government, or the machine itself?
Currently, it's no one. It's no one. If you look at, I mean, if you look at the European Union, how they've tried to control it, and I think Australia doing some positive things where they're showing you that, listen, how it influences kids' social media. But in terms of, is anyone going to go to jail? That's a hard one. Can you find them? And then, there are these lobby groups, even in South Africa, where certain our members of parliament, we're not clear who's being lobbied and who's being paid by these entities. So at the moment, I'd say no one, you cannot physically take anyone to jail. And the key question of, can you physically find someone, is such a ubiquitous thing, because these companies have got, sometimes most of them have got a larger, I'd say, capital portfolio than many of our countries, if you put it together. So it becomes quite problematic. But these are questions we need to start answering, because at the end of the day, you can't simply just let this run amok.
Okay, as AI continues to shape our future, one question remains: who is responsible when AI takes decisions that harms people's lives? I'm Snetemba Xulu. Thank you for joining us. Till we meet again, stay tuned, stay curious, and keep the conversation going. Ngiyabonga.